Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. So, I feel like an explanation is required. For context, I have already posted the first 2 episodes of this playthrough, so that brings into question, why is this episode 1? Well, you see, I already streamed this game at Twitch in its entirety last February of last year. Yeah, this game kind of, got lost in the shuffle for a while. My schedule was really messed up, so I am way behind on posting this playthrough. So behind that the version that I played is extremely outdated. There have apparently been a lot of changes since I originally streamed it last year, including multiple level redesigns. So, in complete fairness, I have decided that I should go ahead and re-record this playthrough and see what all has changed. I probably won't recognize all the changes, but well, I can tell you right now, the title screen is way different. It's a lot different. In fact, here, let me just show you. Here is the original title screen. I should probably point out that this game was created with RPG Maker XP, and the title screen is using default assets from RPG Maker XP. Those of you who are kind of iffy on RPG Maker games, by the way, don't be. I can tell you right now, this is a really good game. I can definitely recommend it, and in fact, I have provided a link to the game in the description. That said, don't take my word for it. Let's go ahead and check it out. At last, I found it. Found what exactly? A long-forgotten relic that holds the power which I desire. Follow me if you want to see it for yourselves. Initially, it's going to seem the same as my original playthrough, but after this scene, things are going to be changing a little here and there. Do you really think it's safe for us to be in this cave? What are you talking about? Something feels off to me. Actually, I just noticed one change right here. All 3 characters were named Hood in the version that I played. Now they don't necessarily have names, aside from the leader. Let's get back to the leader and see if he is still named Hood. Something feels off. The inscriptions all over the walls, not to mention the fact that the cave was hidden so well. What if we unleash some obscure power into the world? Nah, that only happens in video games. You're worrying too much about nothing. This isn't the beginning of some supernatural story. No, he's not named Hood. He is left as a nameless character. For now. Enough chit-chat, you imbeciles. Get over here immediately. It seems as if these inscriptions carry information that can prove useful. I shall analyze them thoroughly. You two, keep quiet. Interesting. Did you find something useful? We need to head deeper into the cave. If what I'm reading is correct, we should find a sealed door. Follow me and don't touch anything. For us to be able to open the door ahead, we need a special crystal. Where do you think this crystal is? I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe I can gather more information from the remaining inscriptions. I can't remember for certain, but I don't think he actually looked at the inscriptions further in the version that I played. Tell you what, I'm definitely excited to be replaying this game, by the way. I probably should have also mentioned that this is not a turn-based RPG, it is an action RPG with kind of Zelda-style combat, but actually no, the combat is more akin to Secret of Mana, minus the extra characters. You only play as one character in combat, at least. And there's also a few Zelda-style dungeons throughout the game. Anyway, it would seem the crystal that we seek is located in a place named the Sky Garden. It's an ancient temple hidden inside the clouds high above this island. If it's hidden in the sky, how do we go about finding it? The School of Magic. The grimoire they keep inside the library holds the answers we seek. We will require assistance to get inside. Somebody you have in mind, sir? Yes, an old acquaintance of mine. I think we should pay her a little visit. Though I doubt she'll be willing to listen to my demands right away. I think there was a song there that played that was not there in the original playthrough either. Oh boy, here's another change, and this one is quite drastic. So, look up there at the gazebo. Now you see it? Now you don't. That is what it looked like in the version that I played. So, when I say this game has received some drastic updates, I really mean it. Apparently, there's a list of changes that have happened, and a lot of areas have been very redesigned. To what extent, I'm not entirely sure, but already we're seeing quite a difference here. Anyway, we got Alina here. Then she cast a fireball spell, and it hurled towards an enemy carriage. It was utterly obliterated, sending planks of wood across the courtyard. Our instructor was furious. I've been yammering on for so long, I totally forgot that I need to hurry back home. I promised Gramps that I would help out with the vegetable patches. I'll catch you later. By the way, while I originally streamed this game at Twitch, this version I'm playing on my own free time. Nobody else is watching. This is not live. This is being recorded exclusively for YouTube. Anyway, our main character here is Faust. She's bursting with energy as always. It's time I went to speak with Alexander. I remember him wanting a favor. If I recall, he should be reading in the library at this time. Interaction. Press enter or space to interact with objects in your surroundings, such as NPCs and chests. Press escape to close menus. When I originally streamed this, I was using an Xbox 360 controller with a remapper. That wound up causing some issues, so for the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and use the controller, the keyboard. Saving. Press escape to open the menu. From here you can save the game. Please save often. If you collapse from battle, you will need to reload a previous save. Okie dokie. Can I go into the gazebo? Nope. Well, let's see what we got here. Gonna have to keep in mind that our main character's name is Faust. It doesn't exactly say in the menu here. We don't have any items. We don't have any skills. Oh, there's his name. And we don't have any equipment. Let's save the game. Interesting. So, since playing the game, I have uninstalled it and completely reinstalled Windows. I guess my saves are still here because this game uses cloud saving. So there's my original saves. I'm just gonna leave them be and save on file 4. That is a fancy save screen right there. I like it. Okay, what else to do from here? I guess... Well, let me point out something that's kind of nice real quick. Our character here has an idle animation. This game largely uses the default assets from RPG Maker XP, but there's definitely been some work put into it. You already saw the fancy save screen, but also an idle animation. Typically, you don't have an idle animation. If anything, your character would just walk in place. There is not a run button yet, but there will be. It's so hot today, I just want to get rid of all my armor and jump into this pool of water. Don't let me stop you. I don't get paid enough to stand out here in the blazing heat. I need a promotion. If there's one thing I hate more than anything, it's a slacker. Leaving already? You're not allowed to leave until you finish your training. Looks like we have a slacker. Trying to avoid hard work. Don't be a wuss. Get back in there. Apparently neither one of them can stand slackers. That is locked. You can tell because it has a lock sound when I try opening it. I love taking care of the flowers. Did you know that the Angelica flower was thought to ward off evil spirits? As I said in my initial playthrough, that is kind of interesting considering the character known as Angelica Pickles. There's an old show for ya. It was a good show, I enjoyed it. I remember even going to the theater to see the first 2 movies. That was a fun time. This rock seems important because of how colorful it is. It probably isn't important though. Gonna tell you right now, by the way, it's gonna take a bit before we reach any combat, but trust me, the combat is good. Was this treasure chest here before? I don't remember. We got 50 gold. Also, more fancy animations. And we have to press a button in order to get to open doors. Welcome back to the Warriors Guild, Faust. If you need help, please ask. I don't think I need help. By the way, the game uses arrow keys. It does not use WASD. Something else to keep in mind. What was the other button? There was another button they mentioned that I can use in order to talk with people and interact with things. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, C button. That'll be a little bit easier than using the arrow keys in combination with the enter key. My cousin is out there having a youthful adventure, and what do I get? Guard duty. Dining area. We'll get to a library eventually. I've heard rumors of a secret passage hidden somewhere in the castle that leads deep underground. But there's no way that's true. Nah, rumors in video games are never true. After I've cleaned the floor in here, I have a mountain of dishes to tackle. Just thinking about it makes my head spin. By the way, I don't know exactly how I'm going to upload the start of this playthrough yet. considering I've already posted the first 2 episodes, and I imagine things are largely going to be the same. I will tell you this, right now it is after midnight on the night before episode 3 was about to go up, so I need to get this recorded and edited in a hurry. I always get the feeling that someday one of these statues is going to spring to life and attack me. Okay, that one is probably not going to be true. The library is to the left. Let's go ahead and do the library now, actually. Because I remember the progress of events, and we'll have the opportunity to explore the rest of the castle, school, place in a bit. Welcome to the library. Don't you just love the smell of a room full of old books? Can't really say. It's been a while since I've been to a library. Normally, I read on my phone. Gotta love downloadable books. When it comes to video games, I most certainly prefer physical, but when it comes to books, I'm okay with going digital. Honestly, makes it easier to read in bed, because I don't really have a working lamp in my bedroom, so I don't have to worry about a light source if I'm using my phone. Anyway, I'm reading up on the local shrines. I was hoping to visit one before I move away. By the way, all these sparklies, this library has books to read. And yes, I'm going to read every one of them. I like to read. Whether it's real books or books in video games, I like to read. So, excuse me while I do exactly that. At the very least, some of these are pretty interesting. Gone with the Wind. It has been 40 years since we last met. My heart couldn't handle seeing her like that, even if I knew full well that what she was doing wasn't wrong. She went away, never to return. I sent her a letter saying how I would wait for her forever, but never did she come back. I'm gonna lie. For the first time, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna say I don't love her, that I never did. I hope she is doing well, because I know my time is coming. This is not the last letter I will ever write. There's still one more thing I must say to her. I, however, won't let her read it until she's dead. The first time I read this, I wasn't entirely sure what this person meant by that last message. And I'm still not entirely sure. Does that mean you won't let her read it at all? Or do you intend for her to read it in the afterlife? Is she going to visit you while she's a ghost? Also, this book is only 1 page. Is it really a book if it's only 1 page? I suppose there's always the possibility. Did I lose focus on the game? Okay, I have to press escape. I suppose there's always a possibility that we were just reading 1 little page out of a bigger book. Like maybe it's an anthology. Didn't think of that the first time I played. Now this book right here. Oh boy. The Kiss. I expected a multitude, but nothing like this. Lucky would I be if even a sliver of a pew were empty and available, thought Alessandra right before bumping into a tall, noble-looking man. What do we have here? Is there anything I can do for you, little lady? Said the man who had just been hit. No, I'm just looking for a place to sit. Excuse me, replied Alessandra shyly, attempting to get out of the man's sight. You know, I don't mind giving you my seat, but you're going to have to do something for me in return. Isn't it a fair proposition? Asked the man with a confidence that made Alessandra even more insecure. Creep alert! What do I have to do? Asked Alessandra, feeling the worst. Nothing, really. I'll give you my seat if you let me give you a kiss. That is, if you... What is the button to progress pages? Okay, pressing right key. I'll give you my seat if you let me give you a kiss. That is, if you don't think I'm asking for too much, said the man, confident that he would get his way. No, it's fine. I accept your deal, replied Alessandra as she stretched out her hand and closed her eyes. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure whether I would accept this deal or not. I suppose a kiss could be potentially harmless. I mean, it could be a worse thing he's asking for. Let's not make a habit out of this, though. The man, seeing the trembling lady in front of him, couldn't help but tease her and take a long time in performing the kiss. He first slowly lowered his upper body until he was close to the hand of the mistress. Then he removed the white glove to reveal a young, smooth hand, and to make matters harder for the virginal lady, should I be reading this? I'm not sure I should be reading this. He moves his hand near Alessandra's hand, staying still for a while to make sure she's able to feel his breath, ending the act with the soft press of his lips against her sweet skin. I'm a man of my word. You can have my seat. I hope you enjoy the sermon, said the man with a gallant look on his face. Could I ask one more thing of you? Would you mind telling me the name of the lady whose hand I kissed the first chance I had? Asked the man as he was preparing to leave. My name is Alessandra. Yours? Replied Alessandra with a hint of a smile. Well, nice to know you're warming up to him. Me? I most definitely would not have told him my name. I'm Robert, and I will see you again, said he, before vanishing into the throng. I'm afraid you still have one hand left unkissed. It was pointed out to me in the original stream that he never gave her back her glove. Revelations of life. Today I learned about the meaning of life. I learned that it matters not if people will remember you. It matters not the how. It matters not the why. All that matters is that you had an impact on the life of someone. It matters that you sacrificed a moment of glee caused by vanity to put a smile on a suffering person's face out of the kindness of your heart. What if vanity is what causes glee for others? 'Cause I have been told that I am actually pretty cute. Today I learned that one does not own his life, that the life one has is meant to help others, to make the world a better place. Does the wellness of many not merit the sacrifice of one? Today I learned that I have been living my life wrong, that living for myself will bring me misery and pain, that it will not bring me joy. Whatever shallow feelings I thought to be of happiness and gayness were but a mask of insecurity and loneliness. Today I ended this tragic journey known as life. I mean, there's certainly a good message in this. Something I can kind of agree with. Except for the ending of life part. Please do not end your life to make other people happy. The Cloaked Man. What are you so afraid of? It's one guy against the 20 of us. Boss, that sword, that cloak, it's he. He who? I don't care anyway. He won't live long enough for its name to matter. Alright, everyone, let's show this fool you don't mess with us and get away with it. I see them coming, and all I can think of is how I'm gonna end their lives. They don't know that they are already dead, but if they did, is that how they would choose to spend their final moments? I slash, thrust, cut through them, all of them. Fast enough for them to not realize their allies are dying in front of them. Fast enough for me to ignore their shrieks and expressions of terror. I live my life in wait of the next battle. Wherever I go, they all tell me that I will burn in hell for what I've done, like that's supposed to scare me. They don't know that I am already in hell, and to all of them, I've got only one tip, and that is the tip of my sword. That's deep. And probably a really deep cut. Their boss really should have listened to the concern about it's he. That should be raising some red flags. Like, oh, is this somebody I should be worried about? Tell me more. Okay, this person right here is the person that we need to be talking to. However, this is going to begin the first quest of the game, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this for next time. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. And oh boy, did I mention I'm looking forward to replaying this game? You know a game is good, especially an RPG Maker game, when somebody is excited to replay it.